My name is Marquise Robinson, aka Real Estate Robinson. The first thing that got me interested in real estate investing was I started watching videos on YouTube just about how it changed the lives of the real estate investors, but most importantly their families. It gave them financial freedom, and that was something I always wanted. So I was searching on YouTube and I found Atlanta REIA, and with Atlanta REIA they were having an event called the Wholesale Renegade with Mr. Tycoon. I went to one of the Atlanta REIA meetings and I heard him speak, and that stood out to me. Most importantly, I felt that he was genuine, and also it was someone that looked like me. I overheard people in the crowd saying, "Hey, is this guy the real deal?" And I overheard someone that's a part of Atlanta REIA, and this gentleman had been in the business probably about 20 years himself, and he was like, "Oh, he's the real deal. He's doing multiple wholesale deals. He's pretty much the king of wholesale." I attended the Wholesale Renegade about 2 weeks later. I was excited. I spoke to my friend that I spoke about that went to college with me. I signed up for the Wholesale Renegade, and the main thing that stood out to me at the Wholesale Renegade was he talked about affirmations and having your mind right to get your money right. I think that's the missing piece that a lot of people don't quite understand about whatever you pursue. You have to have your mind right, and you have to stay positive. He basically said people are going to many different events trying to learn the business instead of gaining a mentor and focusing with that mentor. And that really hit home with me because before I signed up with Mr. Tycoon, I was on YouTube every day. I was going to seminars. I was going to seminars in different states, trying to piece it all together when the help that I needed was right here in Atlanta, Georgia with Mr. Tycoon. I think a mentor brings accountability. You may think that you're holding yourself accountable, but you know, the Monday morning calls with Mr. Tycoon at 7 a.m., that keeps you accountable. The Wednesday evening meetings with Mr. Tycoon, that also keeps you accountable as well. His website, his back office, that keeps you accountable as well. And most importantly, with the Monday morning meetings, you know, a lot of people dread Mondays, but at the end of the day, with the Monday morning meetings, you know, hey, if I don't get up for anything else, I need to make sure I'm up by 7 a.m. And he's on the phone getting you ready on that Monday. And after that, it's almost like you can pretty much conquer anything after that. Also, one thing that stood out with me with Mr. Tycoon, it was a Saturday morning, I'd never forget. And he called me and he was like, "Hey, I'll drive to Lawrenceville with you. I'll meet you up there." He beat me there actually to get a contract signed by a seller on a Saturday morning. And that stood out to me because it was a thing that means, hey, it's not just about the money. I want to go in person and show you how this works when you meet the seller. That was my first time getting the contract signed. I was excited about that, and he was excited for me. We sat in the mall in Gwinnett Place Mall, and we wrote the contract up and everything, took it to the seller and got the seller to sign it. Everything is different, but it goes back to when you have a mentor, you know, Monday and Wednesday, or you can text him or call him and he's going to respond in a timely manner. I remember another situation. He was at an Atlanta REIA meeting, and I was on the phone with a seller, and they were being a bit difficult, and I called Mr. Tycoon. He called me back. We got on the phone with the seller. We got that contract signed as well. If you're calling 50 people, call 100. If you're calling 100 people, call 150. And this is not a get-rich-quick scheme or anything like that. This is hard work, and you're dealing with people, so you never know what to expect. And the thing I love about the process is you're helping someone.